한 마리 있었는데? 자, 뭐해. 자, 빨리 뿌려. 들어와. 아니, 다 찾은 거야 이제? 아, 남았구나. 아, 저거야 내가 안 주워왔지 왜? 아, 아까 지나갔을 때 저거 주우면 되는 거였는데. 어디서 하나만 더. 아유, 진짜. 다 왔는데. 아, 큰일 났다. 아, 스태미너. 아, 박스. 아, 누구였냐? 저놈이지? 너 죽었어, 너. 몇 마리야? 저기만 3마리가 있어. 그냥 갈까? 3마리면 너무 와. 됐지? 다 모은 거 맞나? 지금 케이스 4개니까 총, 그니까 잠깐만. 암모나이트 케이스 하나, 추출장치 케이스 4개, 총 5개 맞죠? 그러면은 내가 지금 보자. 암모나이트 하나, 추출장비가 셋네, 맞네. 가자. 아, 마지막 거에 개고생했네. 야! 아이고, 왜 이러냐 이거. 정신 났네 지금. 정신 났어 지금. 야, 스프레이를 몇 번 쓰냐. 아. 자, 내가 찾아가야 될 애가 어디 있냐? 여기 있다. 근처에 있네, 당연히. 다행히 근처에 있네. 어디지? 저기 위에? 아, 진짜 화물만 아니면은 진짜 완전히 막 다 쓸고 다니기 무쌍할 것 같은데, 와, 화물 때문에 짜증나 죽겠네. 진짜 화물만 아니면 이제 다 쓸었어 진짜. 아, 억울해. 아, 저기 또 산 위야 또. 아, 근데 멀리 있는 건 아닌 것 같은데 불빛이 보여. 뭐야? 자, 위험지역 벗어났다는 건가 지금? 아, 못 올라간다. 이쪽으로. 아니, 솔직히 저는 오늘은 엔딩 볼 수 있을 줄 알았거든요? 근데 오늘도 엔딩 못 보겠네. 지금 딱 굴러가는 낌새를 보니까, 굴러가는 거 보니까 지금 엔딩 못 보겠네 오늘. 서부로 넘어가야지 뭘 엔딩 뭐 그런 거 보겠는데. 다 왔다. 이까지 했으면은 이제 서부로 보내줘. 이제 마지막 도시 제발. 이 지긋지긋한 택배 일을 빨리 그만두고 싶다. 야 진짜 하루 종일 산만 탈 줄은 누가 알았겠어 이거. 와 대박.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
됐다니? 됐지?
Delivering cargo.
I'm impressed, Sam. Not many people would have even attempted this. May I have a look? Not a scratch on it, and the tar inside is safe and secure. You do not disappoint, my friend. Now, connect me to the chiral network. That's where my studies will truly begin. Thank you. It goes without saying, but I am convinced that the tar is related to the BTs and the Death Stranding. After all, both it and Timefall are the defining features of the post-Stranding ecosystem. Sudden environmental changes such as these invariably lead to the extinction of organisms that fail to adapt. Those that do adapt do so by virtue of enhancers, the regions of DNA that grant successful organisms their advantages. These genetic factors are the key to evolution. But there are genes which have the opposite effect, those which disadvantage organisms. Extinction factors, as they have been called. These are the seeds of advancement and obsolescence. Such factors may lie dormant within us all, a choice waiting to be made. For every being since the advent of life itself. If so, then ancient proof may hide deep within the tar. Evidence of these genetic decisions that may aid us in navigating our current crossroads. In any event, thanks to you, I can now study the composition of the tar in greater detail. I'll make sure to share any interesting results with you later.
Well done, Sam. You furthered our research into the Death Stranding in ways you cannot imagine. Thank you again for bringing me Mama's body, as well as that ammonite. Speaking of which, my analysis of its umbilical cord is proceeding apace. I've been comparing the data against some of our restored archives. Anyway, would you mind returning to my lab? Preparations are finally complete for the chiral relay integration. If you could collect the necessary materials for the restoration work and bring them here, I would be most grateful.
Good work. New order available. Please access
연구소로
delivery
들어가라.
terminal for...
자 보자. 없지. 돌아만 가면 되나? 아까 소재 얘기했는데 소재는 뭐지? 별거 아니겠지? 자 근처에 세이프하우스 있으면은 점프하면 되는데 점프 되나 여기? 안 되나? 엄마 여기 세이프하우스가 있구나. 누군가 지어놨어잉? 자 일단 내 위치. 지금 여기에서 세이프하우스가 저기 있네. 누가 지은 거야? 아이디 보자. 카윙 2017. 오케이.
Until next time.
저긴 너 멀고
Sam.
표시났네. 어딨냐? 저건가? C 맞지? 간다.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Your work is greatly appreciated.
와 진짜 개고생이었다 진짜. 와 진짜 개고생. 아. 자 점프부터 하고. 참 이렇게 얼마 만에 쉬는 거야?
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
자 점프. 아까 카윙 여기 있다. 카윙 2017.
Been a while, Sam. It's good to see you. Remember how to do this? You need to close your eyes and picture your destination.
자 여기에서 정비 좀 하고 바로 갑시다. 정비라고 해봤자 뭐 별거 없어요. 샤워하고 오줌 누고 똥 싸고 뭐 그런 거지 뭐. 자 스킵. 너무 많이 봤어 이제. 난 저 장면을 계속 봐야 되는 이유를 모르겠어. 됐어이. 피규어를 확인해야 되나 꼭? 뭐가 늘어난 것 같긴 한데 많이 늘어났네. 뭐가 엄청 많이 늘어났네. 악몽 같은 전투를 다시 마주합니다. 싫어. 다시는 마주하기 싫어. 빌어먹을. 비비는 잘 있는 것 같고. 한 개, 두 개, 세 개. 야, 위치 쩐다. 누가 지었는지 모르겠는데 진짜 위치 쩐다 진짜. 좋아요 줘야지 이거. 바로 코앞이네 그냥. 자, 메일 확인만 하고 저장 한번 하고 바로 가지. 메일도 별거 없네요. 느낌표가 이제 서브퀘네. 자, 저장. 서부로 좀 넘어가자. 아, 근데 산 지겹다 이제. 아, 진짜로 산 지겹다.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
들어가야 되나? 아, 들어가야 되는구나.
Thank you, Sam. In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was, but something else may have been causing it. I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind that collects on our skin or on our suits. It's in all her cells. Cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look, a message from Deadman. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Die Hardman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books. You've got to keep this between us. We still don't know if the director can be trusted. The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Hartman might be able to make sense of it. So I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
Deadman's observations were accurate. It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
I mean, they share a very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the president's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time. I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find corellium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes?
A frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both had the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were lost in the Death Stranding, so there's no way to examine the genuine articles. But some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the chiral network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No, only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that mammalian umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time. We shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites, ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the Iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all, without exception, found with strands, which is to say that all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands, and it is through this connection that they somehow bring about a Death Stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
It's far too soon to say anything for certain, and since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the president is unavailable.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a Death Stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the chiral network.
Right.
Activate security measures. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
무슨 이야기인지 이해한 사람 있어요? 나는 반은 이해했고 반은 이해 못했는데. 그러니까 인간이라는 멸종체는 다 스트랜딩을 갖고 있다는 거야?